Our second story out front, the sudden resignation of CIA Director David Petraeus came as a surprise to almost everyone in Washington. The four-star general has worked closely with Congress over the years. Representative Peter King is the chairman of Homeland Security. He's out front tonight. I spoke with him moments before the show and asked him when he learned about the resignation.
More importantly, thanks for all that you did.
Somebody made a call to me this morning saying that they had heard that General Petraeus had a meeting at the White House yesterday and he may be resigning. And I think the feeling was that maybe if it were true, that somehow it was tied to Benghazi or something involving Libya. I don't think anyone suspected anything involving what it turned out to be. I mean, I've known General Petraeus for a number of years. I don't know him well, but I've had dinner with him, and certainly as a CIA director, he works with us on the Intelligence Committee very closely. I met him when he was in Iraq. And there's a lot of rumors you hear about people in Washington. I never heard anything about General Petraeus at all. So this came as a total shock.
He's not going to be testifying on Benghazi next week as a result of this. The CIA has already said that. Does that bother you, given all the questions there are about Benghazi, questions about the CIA's involvement, as, of course, David Petraeus was running the CIA?
Yeah, and really, David Petraeus testifying has nothing to do with whether or not he's still the CIA director. And I don't see how the CIA can say he's not going to testify. And again, maybe there's going to be a short accommodation, but I think his testimony is certainly valuable. It's certainly necessary. I mean, he was at the center of this, and he has there's answers that only he has. So I don't see what one has to do with the other. And so I would certainly hope and expect that he's going to testify one way or the other. If it's not on Thursday, it should be very soon after that. I mean, he certainly should be. He is an absolutely essential witness, maybe more than anybody else.
So you're going to ask that he does come and testify regardless of his role?
Yeah, absolutely. It's me. He is an absolutely necessary witness. And again, its final decision is up to Mike Rogers, the chairman of our committee. But I feel strongly that one way or the other, General Petraeus should testify, if not on Thursday, as soon as possible thereafter.
And what about the CIA itself? I mean, we look at General Petraeus's background. I mean, this is a man who has been lauded by Democrats, by Republicans, responsible for victories in Iraq, responsible for the surge. This is a man admired by so many in both parties and around the world. How big of a hole does his departure leave? I mean, some people will say it is a tragedy that a man of his caliber is leaving because of a personal indiscretion.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, the country is going to lose. Obviously, this hurts General Petraeus, but it even hurts the country more. He's a man of extraordinary talent, extraordinary dedication, extraordinarily hardworking. He would give us briefings. He never turned to his aides for any assistance. He was there. He knew it inside out. He was a 24/7 person with a really, you know, the old expression, think outside the box. That was David Petraeus. So, no, the country is going to lose from this. And I'm sure there's always somebody who can take your place, but I don't see anybody on the horizon who would have the same level of intellect, dedication, experience, and contacts all over the world. I mean, when an issue would arise, General Petraeus, or Director Petraeus, he was flying there. He was meeting with people in countries all over the world, setting up relationships, making things happen. And it's really only somebody with his experience, both from the military and diplomatic circles, could make that happen. And so no, this is a real loss for the country, a real loss for the CIA.
Is our country less safe?
Well, it's, you know, we're going to lose the best man for the job, but again, America is adaptable. Put it this way, anytime you lose a David Petraeus, the country is not as safe as it could be.
All right, well, thank you very much, Chairman King. Appreciate your time as always.
Erin, thank you.